Hello, this is Danny, and I'll be showing you how to clean your mass airflow sensor on a Saab 9.3 2.0 turbo. This is a 2008 model, and I do have a cold air intake, but the sensor is still located in the same spot as it would be if I had the regular air box. And I'll be using this mass airflow sensor cleaner, bought at Advanced Auto Parts. The one thing you do not want to do is you do not want to use any other thing to clean it but this mass airflow sensor cleaner. It is very delicate and you do not want to poke anything into the sensor or any high pressure. You want to stay back a little bit when you spray this. But what you will need is, for a Saab, you will be needing the special like star keys or whatever you want to call them to unscrew the sensor. But first you want to unhook it, which if you can see, there is, let it focus, there's this tab. It's very dark, but you pull the tab. See, you pull this tab out, you pull it out, and you push down, and it should come out. I'm trying to do this one-handed. But this is your mass airflow sensor. This is a cold air intake. I do not have the filter in, but you just push down on this, and it should come out. Let me put the camera down. As you see, I have unhooked this sensor. Now that I have the sensor unhooked, I could take these star keys, little focus, and there's two little star keys to unhook. And you're just going to want to unscrew this. Make sure screws don't fall. Okay, now what I found out is that I cannot use the key down here. The angle of the strut tower is making it harder to unhook the second one, so I actually have to unscrew my cold air intake. Now, even if you have an airbox filter, it would be the exact same to unhook. You still have to unhook that filter and take it out, because if you know what the airbox filter on the Saab is, it's very long, just same as this, long into the airbox. I just have a cold air intake on it. I am actually going to unhook this side to make it easier to make this easier. Take this screw out. Now you can see how much easier that is to unscrew this last little screw. Now you just can pull this out gently. And this is your mass airflow sensor. And if it'll focus, so you can see which way the air goes in. And this is what you'll be spraying. The little wires in there that you want to spray. You want to be very gentle and not touch any of this. Just clean this off. And to do so, we use that spray. You don't want to be too close when you spray it. You want to spray for a few seconds. Let it dry. I'm going to spray again. On the bottle it says to spray like 3 to 15 times or something crazy. 10 to 15 sprays. So that's probably short little bursts. Now you're going to want to let this dry before you plug it back in. Try to see the little wires that are in there. Okay, I did not use the towel to dry this. You want this to air dry. You do not want to touch or put any pressure or blow on any of the parts that are in there. You do not want to touch them or blow them. Do not use WD-40. Don't use any of those computer cleaners to get in the keyboard, those high pressure air. You do not want to harm, do anything to those. That's why you have to use this special mass airflow sensor cleaner. Now this is dry. I've let it dry. You want to carefully put it back in. That's why I air dried it. You do not use a towel on it. Now you put the screws back in. And this would be the same steps if you were using the original airbox. You don't over tighten it. The original airbox that came with it. There's 2 little screws, and this is the exact same mass airflow sensor that came with the car. I just took it off the original airbox and put on this cold air intake that I bought off the internet for the Saab. Make sure it's nice and tight. Do not over tighten this because this is all just some plastic, so it's nice and tight. Now I'm actually gonna show you. This is the Saab. Get a little closer for you. This is what the Saab mass airflow sensor wire or harness, whatever, looks like. And you just slide it in. So you just slide it in, and then you push this over. And now that's in. Now I could turn it down. Put this back. I'm actually going to tighten this up right now. This is just a hose clamp with flathead screwdriver. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to have to hurry this up. It's nice and tight. 3 screws for the cold air intake part. This is a BSR. I got it off the internet. You probably type in BSR if you want it. You could find it. It was around $200. I'll do a review on that. I'm actually doing this cleaning because my cold air intake, the filter actually like broke and it started sucking in dirty air, and my engine light went on. And I'm hoping that now after I do this will take the engine light off, so I don't have my engine light on anymore. I don't know if you see right there, you see that the hose clamp, we added this like nylon whatever strap, but you can see in there it broke. The rubber broke that goes on, that slips over that part of the cold air intake. I have one more screw to put in before I'm finished. One screw down here. very awkward screw. This is like a 10-15 minute job. It's a very awkward screw. I could not see where the screw is, but it's tight. It's all tight. Tighten down that. Now to put the filter back on. And the sad part about this is this replacement filter is $75, and it's a very odd sized filter. It's like a 2 1/4. It's not even a 3-inch. It's not a 2 1/2. It's just a really weird sized filter that there's no, and it's very it's like, it's not a shortened filter. It's not the regular size like Spectre or K&N filter. It's got a weird length to it also that makes it very hard, and it hits the bottom, and with a K&N filter hits the bottom, I mean. But this is really doesn't want to go on very nicely. I'm gonna screw this strap, this hose clamp, and that's all you need to do to replace, if you need to, if this is broken. But this was how to, this would be the same steps as replacing, but this is how to clean the mass flow air sensor on a 2008 Saab 9.3 2.0 turbo. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and peace out.